Hi guys, somebody is asking about information about SSH. Now maybe we should first go and have a look what we already have, right? YouTube, ArcoLinux. If we go to one of those and then go to the link down here, we're on the channel. So the channel, this is the place where to look. Not that button, that's the whole world. There's billions of videos. This is ours, right? SSH. That's one thing. Information about it can be found in here, and it matters. I mean, it doesn't show you the word SSH, but I know, of course, if you put something on the AUR, ArcoLinux AUR, that's for later, AUR, then you can put something, package something online, and there will be at some point in time, let's stick to Arch, a way how to do that. The guidelines, and here we have authentication. So they're talking about SSH. So I just followed the rules that were laid out here, and I've put my packages online, and by this time I've removed all of them again. So this is the SSH explanation, to put something on the AUR. So in the playlist, there is a playlist about AUR. Let's see if we can find the, maybe search first, AUR package. Let's see if those two words, how to build a package, right? How to do this. We're looking for a playlist, and it's just inside the articles, if we're having, of course, some luck with the keywords, because hey, we do not own YouTube. So with tags and keywords we can actually try to organize our videos, but there are 3,000 of them. Let's see, how to put packages on AUR. That's a long word. How to build packages, creating, might be around, no, this would be probably close, 1140. So in the neighborhood of 1140, probably gonna find. So it is not easy, right? The playlist, what we get, we can't search in playlists, I think, as well. So ArcoLinux here, no, this is a playlist, right? 188, that's the number of ArcoLinux videos I've made. Oh yeah, you can scroll down, see all the playlists, and then you can do a Control Find or Control F. Let's see if that's enough, and see if we find the word AUR here. ArcoLinux, creating AUR packages, putting them online. Wow, we found it, right? So this is the playlist altogether about how do I get my stuff on the AUR, and it includes the SSH. Wow, took a long while, but it's YouTube, nothing I can do about it. So Arch Wiki SSH, that's what we like to explore. Open SSH and read, right? So a set of computer programs provided an encrypted communication over a computer network using secure shell protocol. Okay, and should not be confused, so let's not read it, now we don't get confused. Install Open SSH, and you connect to a certain port. Now, to be able to connect to something, right, there is a client and there's a server. So here we are, the client, the guy, and the other machine is the end target, the server. So that's all kind of settings. We can configure all kind of things here. Who am I? The user is Eric, and so on. The host is localhost, maybe. That's what we're gonna do, just local. Have a look at what it all is, because it's just changing where you want to go, right? It's changing I'm Eric, and the server is github.com or GitLab or your own server or something like that, and then you link to it, give in the password, and you're in. Okay, so this is where the information is. I'm not gonna make it too difficult. We need to enable a service, which is normal, right? Systemctl, and enable or start stuff. And there are warnings and all kinds of things, but we're just gonna keep it very minimal actually. And you can grow and learn more later. Let's use the XS. Doesn't matter which one I take. That's xenmod edge still. So know that xenmod edge does not exist anymore. Well, it's here on my machine, and when I update, and that's maybe something interesting to see. No, we're not. If I do an all, yeah, okay, let him do his job. Let's go to super F2, F3. Look at that, I'm now inside. Yes. Okay, all right, do your stuff. But basically, let me just go for a change in, I think we're in hyper. Yes, I think we're in hyper. So hyper.conf. This has nothing to do with SSH. Mind you, I'm gonna enable this bar, and I'm gonna get rid of the polybar at the top. Save, super shift R, and voila. And then we're gonna kill the polybar. Voila, we're on hyper. So the thing is, I wanted to go to super F2 like this, and then sudo pacman -s. Do we have open SSH? This is what we have, okay, on Arch. On, yeah, I need to wait for this little guy, right? It can only be one, it's one of the two, and we don't click on hyper, it's unclickable. So super one. This is what I wanted to show, right? Linux xenmod edge does not exist anymore, and it will tell you packages not in the AUR. It's gone, and it's also gone from our repos. So basically, I need to say sudo pacman -s linux xenmod and xenmod headers, but it will work as long as it will work, right? It's just an application that you have. Open SSH. Oh, super F2. Install OpenSSH. Already there, I see. So we're gonna say to the system sudo systemctl. Now either you do enable and then later start, or you say now enable and start sshd, right? And that's the link. Are we running? Are we up and running? Do we have a system, an SSHD server? Status SSHD. It's green, it's active, it's running, it's enabled. I'm listening on port 22. So I'm making a connection with SSH. My name is Eric, and this localhost gets translated to an IP address, and he wants to authenticate to that particular guy. It says the fingerprint, this key is not known by any other names. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes, no fingerprint. Yes. He wants to know my password. Of course I know my password, and I'm in. Now it's silly maybe, right? Because I'm with an SSH tunnel connected to my machine, right? But it's just an exercise. The only difference will be that you need to tell him where he needs to go. So connecting to the right server, but basically I'm in there, right? So if I do an exit, you'll see that connection to localhost is closed, meaning I was in there, that's for sure. Now let me sign off with one other thing. So what you need to do in other remote computers is SSH, and then you need to tell what is my login name, which is probably going to be Eric or something, right? And then where. The where is something you need to get from the computer system. If it's going to be fantastic, I don't know, fantastic .com or something, right? And you connect to, well, the writing is wrong there. It's just fantasy, right? So fantasy.com, and that's it. And then it's gonna ask, okay, give me the password. If on the other end there is something waiting for you, if the port is correct, because there was mention on the website. So maybe you should go back out of here, shut down, that the port can be added and changed and used. No, I don't want to shut down this one. In here there was something about ports, right? Port. And you just go over all the information that maybe you need to set, having different ports. So I'm giving you a heads up and telling you where to look, because this can get very, very technical, forwarding ports and all that. So as you see, it gets quickly technical, and probably this will be something for applied informatics in the second, if not the third year, to get really all the details. But we don't need all the details. We need just a connection, secure connection to a server, and then do our thing with it. All right. Yeah, another tip: don't use Alacrity, right? If you connect to a server with SSH, I always use urxvt. So super T for me is gonna launch urxvt. sudo pacman -s. I always forget the name. RXT, yeah, that's the one. RXVT Unicode. So forget the U. So terminal is called urxvt, but forget the U. It's RXVT Unicode. That's the one I use flawlessly, perfectly, with a connection to a tunneled, an SSH connection to the server. All right, enjoy.